Make a joyful noise unto the Lord. For 300 years, the bells of St. Michael's have called the faithful to worship. The bell swings but produces no sound, complete silence. Father Blackwood looks up, concerned. Parishioners murmur, confused. The bells, Father? They've gone silent. They should have rung 5 minutes ago. Blackwood strides purposefully toward the bell tower. He looks up, notices a strange shadow flickering across the tower windows. Blackwood climbs the narrow spiral staircase, his breath visible in the suddenly cold air. He clutches his Bible and cross. Silence can be a weapon. When prayer is stifled, when worship is muted, he reaches the door to the bell chamber, finds it ajar. A low, unnatural humming emanates from within. Blackwood enters cautiously. The massive bell hangs motionless. Around it swirls a dark, smoke-like entity that seems to absorb all sound. Blackwood's footsteps make no noise. He speaks, but we see only his lips moving, no sound. Blackwood frantically searches through old records. Quick cuts of pages turning. Close up on an illustration from 1847 showing a similar dark entity around the bell tower and text describing the silencing. Blackwood's finger traces a passage. It seeks to sever the connection between the faithful and their prayers. When God cannot hear his people, darkness spreads. He finds a worn page with a ritual response. His expression hardens with determination. Blackwood returns, carrying holy water, salt, and a small silver bell. The entity has grown, nearly engulfing the church bell. He begins to create a circle of salt around himself. The entity notices, swirling more violently. Blackwood rings the small silver bell. Though we hear nothing, the entity recoils slightly. He reads from Psalms, his lips moving silently. With each verse, he rings the bell and sprinkles holy water toward the entity. The entity convulses, sending objects flying around the chamber. Blackwood stands firm, continuing his silent prayer. Close up on his hand as he makes the sign of the cross. The small silver bell suddenly produces sound, clear and piercing. The entity shrieks, the sound building as its power weakens. Blackwood continues ringing the bell, each toll louder than the last. Let everything that has breath praise the Lord. He throws holy water directly onto the church bell. The entity writhes as the massive bell begins to swing on its own. The church bell rings out, extraordinarily loud. The entity fractures, then implodes in a flash of light. Montage of townspeople looking up as the church bells ring across Havens Point. Children cover their ears at the unusually loud pealing. Blackwood stands alone, catching his breath. The bell swings normally now. If these were silent, the very stones would cry out. As he turns to leave, he notices something scratched into the wooden beam, a symbol matching one he saw in Walter Caldwell's journal from episode 5. Close up on Blackwood's troubled expression as he realizes the connection. Some silences hide secrets, and Havens Point has been quiet for far too long. The bell continues to ring as we fade to black.